Okay. I might move the camera around. I forget which corner is the best spot for this particular game.
Because you need the one corner for something, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, it's like some of the Soul stuff, right? There's like slots
Yeah,
and
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
things in each corner. But yeah, here we go. It's been just about exactly 4 years since we got the first teaser for this.
Long time.
That is a very long time. Let me just post up the notification here.
You still doing the one with Tim later tonight?
Yeah, I'll still
Cool,
do
cool.
the show with Tim. That'll be, like 10:30 roughly we'll start. And then go until about 1 a.m. Usually that's our
Music,
regular Saturday.
music videos.
Yeah.
The fuck?
There's some interesting stuff in this game.
All right.
Stuff that you may not have expected necessarily.
I like that it's called Journeys.
Yep. And there's you can have up to 10 save slots, like with different games running at
Huh.
once in this. So you can. That's the one thing I had to go make sure first, because like if I can only have one save game.
Yeah, you don't want to overwrite this one, because you don't have to do all the Spider Lady stuff again.
Yes, it's true. Which would be a bad thing.
If you say so.
All right, just post the last thing.
I bet a lot of gamers are streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
this
seen
is
quite a
the
few.
big game right now.
Okay. Go. Just do a little sound check, make sure that's working, and we're all ready.
So yeah, are there any interesting settings like Gollum had the hair simulator? Is there something like that we can have here?
No, nothing quite like hair
Damn it!
simulating.
So what you're telling me is that Gollum is ahead of this game in at least one field.
Don't make the Monty ugly, please.
Oh, you can't customize the character at all.
Okay,
No, he just looks the way he looks.
I prefer that.
No, there's lots of. I got to do that in Wolong Fallen Dynasty. I got my horrible looking
Yeah,
character
I
there.
remember
So.
that.
Yeah, the intro to that is quite interesting.
Yeah. Is that the very beginning?
Yep. We're gonna run through a bit of the first chapter here, maybe the whole thing, depending on how fast. Because now that I know how to do all of it, but
Is that
Feel free to interject with any lore tidbits. If you know.
I can try?
right. I'm curious to read the novel myself. I never have.
Well, there's
But,
quite a lot of comics too, maybe
oh, sure. You know how much I like comic books.
As long as it's translated well.
Yeah.
Right.
There's the fourth 75. Like a giant. With all the cavalries of Bruce.
It's visually pretty stunning.
Yeah, it's very rare we get a game that looks like this, especially right off the bat.
God of War is like the only other thing that does this.
人我保住了，金我取到了。
You guys can see
俺老孙啥功名不要，只求回到这花果山中了。
I do enjoy that this is speaking to the audience here.
上面的天王老子信不过我，我懂。让你小子带些虾兵蟹将过来虚张声势，又想唬我回去做神仙。嘿嘿嘿，我也懂。 我不懂的是，你他娘的杀我好子好孙！
You guys get any of the references actually?
I'm trying to kind of absorb it as I go and try and kind of pick up as much as I can. Certainly there are times when I don't totally know everything they're talking about, but I figure I just keep reading and kind of try to piece it together, and I'll get it all eventually.
Basically, this is a lucky mistake. Really rebellious but powerful. He used to fight pretty much.
Hey, first time chatter. What's Bella Scott? What's up? Hey, welcome in. Thanks for coming to hang out. We're just giving a look at this fantastic new game we have on our hands.
放肆！还不退下！
Yeah, he pretty
东
much
西好
called
了。
it heaven, all the gods.
它不是只普通猴子，它是有功的猴子，
Then later was kind of
是
worship.
封过佛位的猴子。
Do the journey to the west.
这里除了我，
And then they made us.
没人配与他单挑。
She was
But
dope.
this is after that.
Yeah.
Right, this is like the end of that story.
我本不想与你这个手下败将再战一场。
And then like it's
这样吧，
implied here like
一会儿若是你
heaven
败了，
soul, like
我带你
every
回
time
天
that's
庭，
lucky.
他们留在这里铲平花果山。
She told me also this guy once opposed
若
to
是
that.
我输了，我定然不会罢休。他们
Bella Scott, how are you
照
doing
样铲平
today?
花果山。
Appreciate you coming and hanging out.
哎呀，生灵涂炭了，哼好歹也同僚一场，是
That's the
真不
translation
想
is
他。
just for the Chinese, by the way.
要不你现在就跪下认个错，
It's okay.
这事儿就算过去了，如何？
I heard there was some like Google some like references to the other
Hey, we're doing good. We're doing real good.
除了那只猪头，就属你最会扯淡，最能逗老孙开心。杨兄弟，你放心，
Yeah, this might be interesting.
待会儿我只拔下你额头上那颗眼睛尝尝鲜，其他2颗先给你留着，我让你亲眼看看我是怎么杀光天庭每一条狗的。这里的，上面的，还有刚刚那条黑的，溜撒点儿，一起上吧。
No, we're not.
老天一再给你机会，这般不是算不算被人忘情？
Yep.
Basically, yeah.
Giving you a chance to figure out the I think it's funny that like the epic silver
Right. Looks like God of War is the only other video game franchise that does that.
It's like the Monkey King is always like a badass character. You want to present it strong.
Yeah. I think you don't even have a health bar in this opening sequence here.
你可知这
You,
长生
after
不可
this,
佛
you
位？
have health, and the game can be very tough at points, but this little opening part is like just pure power fantasy.
三界六道不就毁在这4个字上？
Well, thank you.
It's funny how short it is.
Monkey. Nice. It's like,
Yeah, this is some pretty epic stuff.
泼猴，你受了天禄，本性未改，今日谁也救不了。
I feel like a lot of
好
Chinese
兄
movies
长，
now is epic.
yeah.
你的刀钝
I mean, hell, a
了，
lot of American movies aren't this
给
epic.
老孙弄个羊。
Yeah, because this is like a massive magic film. Like waiting or something?
Or
Or
on
paint?
chains. No, we do not do TikTok at all. Just Twitch.
Nature of TikTok.
Yeah, I don't think we can translate this into Korea.
Everybody else is watching us.
It's hard to even talk over it because it's just so cool.
This is the kind of thing that
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Sarah?
we're not on that chapter yet.
小外甥，这就是
Don't
你
worry,
说的
Sage will
单
be
挑。
playing that chapter quite frequently.
阳光扎眼的很，有种在
What's up, Sarah?
去
Get,
山
gotta
里会会
get those spider ladies in there. Plenty in this game, that's for sure.
There's gonna be a lot of all kinds of games coming up.
Why is that a trend now? It's in it seems like it's in everywhere I look. There's another spider lady.
Oh, you do keep looking for it.
I'm not looking for it. All right.
Maybe they're looking for you.
Like taking some of his power away. Okay.
Because that was a reference to the crown, or whatever, the circle that he kind of wore during the journey to the left.
Okay. It's 2 mountains now.
There's not going to be a lot of mountains left in China this road.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, we could lose a few, you know?
Blow them up.
这便是孙悟空的最后一个故事。他一生豪杰，平生最喜自由自
It's
在。
actually a really cool one.
纵然得了正果金身，却还是受不得天条繁荣。一心想着回来这里与咱共乐天真。
Yeah, we do have a YouTube channel that we upload the VODs to
谁
afterwards.
知他此
Nothing
佛为
unique
欢
necessarily on
喜
there, but
欢笑。
Absolutely trying to trophy them.
有些人倒是越发放心不下。
yeah, you know, we're doing good, Sarah. We're doing good.
Everything's all good here.
Lots of great game we're playing right now, so we're all having a good time with this one. We're just getting started.
哎，
This is good. Well, we appreciate that. Thank you
这
very
块
much.
石头啊，在山里出了不知多少世界。我打小听人说，齐天大圣的尸身就藏在里面。他乃天产石猴，本有不生不灭的大神通。纵然不幸身死，但神魂没有完全消散，而是化为了6件灵物，各自逃遁，隐匿世间。
Well, thank you.
这便是大圣6根的传说。可惜数百年来，无人亲眼得见。
Yeah, we got this monkey really looking like Monkey King.
我老了，走不完
这四周茫茫之地。
We appreciate you very much for that.
但你们之中，书籍会有天命所归，将他遗下的领悟一一寻遍，待领悟尽数回归花果山之日，或是大圣复生之时。
It's a hell of an opening.
Yeah, it's crazy that we're finally getting something Chinese mythology based in
There's some
gaming.
kind of like Asian drawing style too.
Mhm.
In graphics. I like that.
Tim will be on the show, but so we're doing two today. One kind of a special stream specifically just for Black Myth Wukong because we've all been waiting for it so long and we wanted to do something for it. And then I'll still be doing kind of the regular show with Tim, kind of 10:30 like our normal time later.
What game are you doing on that one?
Oh, we'll Long Fallen Dynasty still.
Oh, right.
You see like the individual hairs on that peach. It's so detailed.
After some furry content.
你看，
Look, anytime you put a wolf man in something, the furries come.
真是有口福啊！师傅爹是从哪个山头上滚下来的？
It's not, but they will go to it. They do it with anything.
好个小胡孙，敢捉弄你爷爷！
I mean, hell, there's Skyrim, for example.
Yeah, that's not meant for furries either, but they come to it.
So we just have to go.
Yeah, this gives you. I mean, yeah, you're not so nearly as powerful as you were in the.
Yeah, you're not fighting gods anymore, just random.
Because you're not monkey king.
Yeah, you're just monkey.
Yeah.
Return to monkey.
Yeah.
Now, let me just move the camera quick over because I just want to see if. Would it be better for here as far as. It will be.
Hopefully one of the good ones. Not the early 2000s one.
Oh god, that one was so bad.
That was the one where there was a love triangle between two humans and a monkey.
Yeah, that was weird. Was it two humans and a monkey or two monkeys and a human?
It was two humans and a monkey.
Okay. Either way, it's not good.
Because there was the monkey that was played by, I think, the chick that married Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what's the name of that actor again? The one who's in all those shitty movies. He's in The Happening.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, yeah.
But hopefully Mark Wahlberg won't show up in this.
I don't think so.
You know Mark Wahlberg was actually dumber than the monkeys in that movie?
Yeah, they show monkeys doing science, and then Mark Wahlberg's just like, oh my god, how do they do that?
And that's in the opening part of the movie when it's just him and like regular chimps on the station.
Yeah, not like the special super intelligent monkeys. We're talking about like a regular monkey.
哎呀，发什么呆？拔根毛来拜一拜。
It's like a save point.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is one of the elements that is similar to Dark Souls.
This
So
is basically a bonfire from Dark Souls.
yeah, it's a stopping point where you can refill your health, but all the enemies you killed also come back when you do that.
It's like a little like earthy little summons from Earth.
Huh.
And yeah, he's super old.
He looks like a turnip.
His head is kind of potato like.
It's like plant roots instead of like eyebrows.
禅院
That happens to some of
也
people.
也是香火鼎盛。
That's why they keep it. That's why they have to keep it so air conditioned in the
非
nursing
常
homes.
大火哟。后来呀，这禅院又被
Once
重
Biden's
建，
becoming president, probably would be more like.
可人心 若是烧没了，
This guy can still think though.
That's
一座破庙又有什么用呢？你不记得此地却是有些东西惦记着你。来者不善，小猴子自求多福。
So, yeah. So, a couple different things here. One, Trailblazer's gift. This is something I got from pre-ordering the game here. So this, you get more of this too. So down here, this is like a quick slot inventory. So this, the gourd is your health.
Yeah.
So this special one I have.
Upgraded one.
Yeah, but it's like a little bit better, so it's nice to have right away too. But basically, the first time you use it, it refills your health all the way, no matter how low your health is. And then after that, it'll, you only have, you slowly get more uses out of it through upgrades. That's also very similar to Dark Souls, where you start with only like one healing item, and then you have to use that. Well, we don't just do the follow for follow thing, so stick around and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, you'll only, I can't remember if I get just one use right now, or
You get it in the settings, make the subtitles a bit bigger.
unfortunately you cannot make the subtitles bigger. That's that's one thing I'm hoping they'll add in an update at some point. That's, and trust me, that when I first started playing this off stream, first thing I tried to do was to make the subtitles bigger. I can read them, but like Michael was having a hard time kind of seeing them.
Yeah,
so
if you're like directly engaging with it, then you can see them, but if you're watching it on a window in a stream, I could see how that would be a problem.
Yeah, so that's the one thing is I hope in an update they'll add that, because most games usually you can make the subtitles bigger. They're also kind of slightly see-through-ish too.
Yeah.
And so like if you made them like pure white, it also might, or pure black or something, it also might be slightly easier to read. So yeah, unfortunately I can't, but hopefully in the future that is something that they add.
You ever tried coconut wine?
I have not tried coconut
I
wine.
haven't either. It sounds good though. Yeah. What do you think?
Browse. No, I hear you. So then you fast travel, right? That's just your travel thing. So we only have one, but you can travel between all the different areas. The game allows you to go back and forth between chapters, so you can go look for stuff that you might have missed. Secret hidden areas, optional boss fights, because there are a lot of boss fights, and you don't have to necessarily do all of them. There's a lot you could accidentally run. Yeah, there's a lot you could accidentally run past. Appreciate that, though. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. And again, hopefully it's just added in another
I can't
update.
imagine Sage would keep the subtitles small just to spite his audience.
I don't know, you don't know me.
I feel like if you were that kind of person, you wouldn't have this much of an audience.
That's probably true.
I don't think Sarah would stuck around.
But no, so then resting refills your health, your magic, everything, but it does bring all the enemies that you've killed back. So like if I go backwards here, right, they'll be there again.
Yeah.
So that's very much like a Dark Souls type of mechanic there. In terms of the way the combat actually feels to play, it's much more like God of War or a Bayonetta or that style of action game where you have your light attack and heavy attack.
It looks a lot more forgiving, generally.
Yeah, a lot of it is more forgiving. There's tough spots, and some of the boss fights can be tough. But especially like the regular enemies that we kind of walk around and fight they're a lot simpler. Or like here's the shield guy, still kind of just blow through them, right?
And it Souls like even the basic enemies can really die.
Yeah,
At
like
least until you're sufficiently upgraded.
yeah, like the beginning of a game, even like these guys would just be killing me like every 2 seconds.
They'd
if
probably
it
have
was dark.
they'd have some like bullshit move like that guy be able to hit you like or something.
We saw how fast I got an upgrade point already. Some plants. And you do have some, you do get crafting stuff, so we don't, and this is just the thing you use to get your save points, but we do pick up like some gold, yarn. You can craft a whole bunch of like different armors and weapons. That'll be another option that opens up the save points. And then this is our like upgrade tree here. We don't have access to all of it yet, but there's a lot.
Pretty big.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I'm going to put a point into health right away, though, just because that's always a good thing to do.
Yeah, that's usually the safe upgrade choice in any game.
But, like, that's the way forward, but, like, if you So to notice that you can turn around and go underneath the previous area. There was like a whole thing over here. Again, in theory, could have not noticed that this was over here.
Back. Is it a baboon man? What is it?
And it's gone. Great little... I haven't even found all of what's going on with that yet in my game, so I don't know.
Lots of little stuff, details.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
Which, you know, that's always fun. It's part of what makes the whole like fun. We do all these explorations and research throughout the entire.
Lots of plants, lots of pickups and stuff in the environment. Let's see. Oop, frog guys. Got little daggers too.
Cute.
You know, we won't spend much time like reading these today, but oh, that's like there's a hardcore bot right there.
Yeah.
Bam the shit out of that. There we go. But like every single enemy that you come across, there's an entire like couple of paragraphs to read.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, like there's little stories for like.
Yep.
Yep, there's like something for like every single enemy that you come across. Bosses, regular enemies, like just NPCs that you come across. Yeah, and it's like the hand-drawn kind of on the, like a scroll almost, kind of. Yeah. See, this is like going backwards underneath the just the like little opening part, and there's already something here to find, or like a bunch of little stuff. Like there's a bird. Yeah, he's like a crow or something.
Yeah, that can jack you up.
Yep, he got me.
Wake up.
I do have a heal. I just didn't use it. I totally have one. I just did not pull it out quick enough there. But here's where this game is a lot more forgiving than, say, Dark Souls or any of those games, because in those games...
Yeah, in Dark Souls, you lose all your soul, your currency, basically.
Yeah, your experience points would all just go away. But here, you keep all that. You don't lose anything when you die. The only thing you have to do is just...
Kill the enemy.
Yeah, you just have to go fight some of the enemies again, and you end up, ultimately getting more experience points. It was like, with Dark Souls, you lose that shit, and then...
You have an opportunity to get it back, but if you fuck that up...
Yeah, so, like, I've lost, like, millions of experience points in Dark Souls games by just dying at the wrong time.
The white one is, I believe, your health.
Yep, the white one is health, the blue is magic, and then...
The red one is stamina.
Yeah, that last one is stamina.
Every time you do every time you run or dodge or do a fight move,
jump
ahead of some kind, it uses something for that.
So you also have to kind of, and you can upgrade that a lot, right? Get it, make it like way better and allow you to do a lot. They also explode. I forgot about that. But yeah, so they slowly. Oh, yep, that is the poison buildup. Since I got it from, he exploded on me. So
Like it's in the world. Try to say again. Okay. There you go. You got some experience out of that.
And then the nice thing too, you'll find a lot of these around the environment. Leaks out a little if you turn the camera too fast, but so those go into your gourd and actually refill the amount of health it uses. Yeah.
Are they like midichlorian?
No. Thankfully not. So like if you in theory, in like a Dark Souls game, if you use up all your healing items, you're just kind of fucked. But here, you can find that in the environment and kind of refill your healing items with it.
Yeah,
so you
Dark
can
Souls,
still...
If you're out of healing, you have to trudge back to the bonfire and do it all over again.
Yeah. Whereas here, you get the opportunity to refill that stuff and not have to completely, like,
Lose your time, pretty much.
Yeah, it's more like finding more health in a God of War game, even though you have to heal yourself by hitting a button like a Dark Souls game.
It could also be compared to, like, in, like, the Diablo style game where you find all potions and shit. Yeah, looks like it. Old stuff. Is this guy a one-off, or would it be a mini-boss?
So far, I think there's only been one boss that like was repeated, but it was like a special kind of secret area thing that was like a harder version. So far there's been no. I've fought like 30 bosses plus at this point, and there's been none of them have been the same really.
That's crazy.
I believe there's 89 bosses in the game overall.
Wow.
Nearly 100.
Like, shots are really nice.
I wonder if this game will get any like expansion.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very curious to see if they add anything to it.
既是跨过山来的故人，教你一招也无妨。来，速速把手伸来。
So our first spell is Immobilize, which it's maybe my favorite spell in the game, and I've gotten a lot of stuff, even though it's the first one you get.
心里默念一声定，就能让对方动弹不得，你也可喘息片刻。只是小老儿道行浅薄，这定身效果不消片刻就会失灵。 遇到些笨货倒还好用，你全当是挣个傍身的手段吧。
Right.
如今这些小儿真是目无尊长，别怕，用刚学的法术与他玩玩。
Okay. I always thought it was weird that the youth bears Fallout 3 is New Vegas. In Fallout 3 and in Fallout New Vegas, there are these youth bears. They're just bears that are radiating, but they're called the Outlaws. Yes.
But it's not a tiny thing.
It is not. I never understood that.
That's a boss.
Here we go. One down. 80-something to go.
Just trying to tutorialize me on those. So we have a couple upgrade points that we can put in here. Now, because we got a spell, we unlocked another upgrade tree. So the Immobilize spell, just by itself, has an entire upgrade tree. So, like, this one basically makes it so that if you get a good combo in while they're frozen, the next time that you use the spell, it'll freeze them for even longer.
Does that build up with itself?
Yes. The effect can stack up to 5 times.
Jesus, I could see that being strong.
And then this one is just each time you upgrade this particular one, it just increases damage dealt to them while they're immobilized. So we'll put a point in there.
I can see why this is so powerful.
Yeah, this is a really good one. Oh, sorry, Sarah. Those only work on Tim's streams.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Easy, so.
Yeah, Tim's got the full PC set up, and he's streaming like through like all of the OBS system and everything. Since I'm just doing it from like the PlayStation console, and I don't actually have a computer yet, unfortunately, the sound alerts maybe they come up for you on the channel. I guess on the video, maybe, but we at least for sure can't hear them. And then.
But yeah, I mean, I can see how this immobilized power was ridiculously strong. It's
Yeah,
kind of like the shock magic from Jade Empire. Remember how busted that was?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Some little rabbits running around.
Giant.
And again, I mean, that's not even something you can interact with, but like just the detail and
What is it?
I don't know.
I see the dragon.
Yeah, I
Like a
mean,
mountain?
other than it being a statue, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a focus temple, so...
Yeah, we're disappointing Sarah a lot today.
Yeah, sorry, Sarah. Frogman. Yeah, that's it's just right now. Yeah, anytime it's a Tim stream, they're working great, but that's unfortunately the only ones at the moment.
Wait, no.
You guys got anything over here for me? And sometimes you'll go into another path and it'll be a dead end other than just some enemies, but you always get experience points, so it's always worth just killing whatever you find.
Which is usually classic in these sorts of games.
Yeah, there's occasionally you'll find friendly NPCs, but not the vast majority of the time. Mostly you just come across enemies.
This version of China is not a friendly place.
And in terms of like the size of the levels, I would compare them more to something like God of War, where like there's like area here. It's not nothing.
Do these levels ever get like maze-like, labyrinthine, like some Dark Souls areas do?
They get a lot. They get a lot bigger as they go on, but I still would say that none of the levels are like the same level of kind of just crazy maze stuff.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you get rewarded.
You get stuff, I get like little bits and stuff when you knock everything down. Yeah, little bits of gold.
Can you kill the bunny?
No, you cannot kill the bunnies.
God damn. Nice little goal out here.
And you just find these meditation points. They just give you just a moment. They show the environment off a lot, which is nice to see. You really get to look at the detail of everything. And then you also get a full upgrade point every time you sit at one.
Interesting.
Or at least every time you find a new one.
Yeah, it'd be kind of overpowered if you just sit there and meditate for like 5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, every time you find a new spot, you get a little upgrade point from it.
Cool. I always wonder from like the power gaming perspective, like, as I assume the higher level you get, the more like the tougher enemies, the more experience you get each point. So would it almost be better to just like hold on to the meditation points until like later in the game?
You could. I've just been using it, but in theory you could hoard them if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I just wonder. I mean, this game doesn't look like it's. I mean, you said it's not particularly hard, so you don't need to.
Yeah, I'd say the majority of it's not super difficult. There are times, though, there are certain bosses, especially like the last boss in each area, typically will be a lot harder than the rest of them. They even have like a little store you can come in, get crafting items. Some of these are like,
medicament? What the fuck? Medicament.
So like, this one considerably increases damage reduction, so that's just, you're not getting hurt as bad when you get hit for a temporary amount of time. Removes burn state, so any fire enemies that's really good against. This one's good against like if you have a poison enemy you're dealing with, and then you also have like crafting items that you can use for like weapons and armor. We don't really need any of that right now, but and then when you're at these spots as well, you can go to another 2 menus here, which is set spells. We only have 1, but this will be where you go as you unlock more spells. You can carry 4 at a time.
Do you ever unlock more spell slots?
No, you can only ever have 4, and you swap out. So like that slot is immobilized right now, and then certain ones are specific slots. So like you could not put immobilize into any of the other 3. You get designated like styles of spells that each slot is dedicated to, and then you have to pick from those styles which one you want to carry around with you. So like later on, there's a slot that goes in the same slot as immobilize. That's called it's like Circle of Fire, and you create this little circle on the ground and it heals you while you stand inside it. Personally, I think the immobilize is more useful than that one. But to be fair, I haven't upgraded that one, so if you put a bunch of points into it, maybe it becomes like really, really good.
So this is kind of your the different builds you have for your characters, determine what spells you have.
Yeah, and you can really kind of mess around with a lot here. And then this is so reignite is like reclaim all sparks, so you could respec your character anytime.
Oh, that's cool.
If you decide like I've put a bunch of points into the wrong thing, you just click on this, hold the triangle down, you get all your points back, and then you can put them in different stuff.
Cool.
And I don't think there's any cost. Like in Dark Souls, you have to use like a limited item to do something like that. Here, you can just kind of do it as much as you want.
This game does seem pretty good.
Yeah, it is. For the most part, it really is. Like I said, there are tough spots, especially later in the game, like chapter... I think the first boss that I felt like really stuck on was like the final boss of chapter 2. A little cicada. You've seen a lot of cicadas this year?
Yeah. Would you?
I have not.
Really, they're all in the place. You hardly walk across the sidewalk without, almost stepping on them.
Damn. Huh.
黑风山的后山重地藏着不少秘密，想四处探探的话，务必留神金蝉的存续时间。
This is sort of your stealth mode.
So, this is actually something that it really is so far just been like this one time as like a guided kind of story sequence. I have not transformed into a cicada again later in the game.
I wonder if that'd be a power you get later.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'd probably unlock it somehow.
Because I could see that being useful for, like, if you've been through an area before and you just want to, find stuff rather without fighting everybody.
Yeah, there's a lot of spirit transformations in this game. You can pretty much turn into every single enemy type. Including some bosses, even. That one I don't think I have gotten any sort of spirit for.
Does the Chinese cowman count?
I mean, it's a similar thing, at least.
Yeah, that bull thing that you saw earlier.
Hey, what's up, Cal? Everybody greets with the spider ladies now. That's what everybody does.
I mean, everybody's just, showing that they're... Yeah, they're supportive. That's what they're saying. They're not going to judge you. We understand you say and want to support you through your intervention.
Well, I'm not. Not only do I not like spider ladies, I'm definitely not addicted to them.
So you say. But I mean, you did.
I do say, motherfucker.
How many spider ladies did you say you were engaging with?
None.
Oh, that's not true. You said there were a lot of them.
I was fighting them in a video game. That's,
fighting them.
You
right.
put that term engaging.
I don't know. You're back into another game with one. Not only that, there's a spider lady wedding that he was in.
There is a spider lady wedding in this game. I was not the groom.
Fighting for players to say.
Show my love for Twitch as well.
Yeah, I can see how that feels. Overpowered.
And there's fights that are tough with it, so imagine not having it.
Yeah.
I'll never be in these accusations.
Especially not now.
I wish I knew whether it was you or Alex that started that shit, because then I'd know who to be mad at.
You technically started it.
I did not start it. Oh god. Flay leg. Where's it?
Ooh, maybe you want to marry both, huh? You're gonna be like a Mormon with the spider ladies.
If not, God damn it. Hey, be a no Mormon spider
They
marriage.
can make you some silk magic underwear.
Oh God.
And then when you and they die, you can take them up into heaven and repopulate whole planets.
Oh God.
施主不如放下棍
Here.
法，也同我学点佛法。如何？
Right up there.
And they are on a cooldown timers, so you do have to.
You can't just spam.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Ah. I like his noise that he makes when he gets knocked over too. It's very.
I am generally enjoying the vocalization of the monkey.
As far as like kind of watching and waiting and finding patterns and stuff, that's very Souls-like in terms of kind of the way you move around these arenas.
So this guy is not nearly as bullshit as I know it's not that bad, but even early game bosses pull some shit.
Yep, that's absolutely true.
Also, the target lock just being that white dot is very cool. Right?
That's also
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Absolutely. It's really got a combination of elements of a lot of games. I saw somebody say it's like Dark Souls, Bayonetta, and God of War had a baby, and you don't know which one's the father. So this one is a full transformation ability.
Okay.
Yep. So I will.
Are there different weapons in this, or do you pretty much always use them?
You get they're all the father. You get different staffs, but
Okay.
it's always a staff.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, that is the signature weapon.
yeah, like you get upgraded versions and ones that are made out of better and better material.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't let the paladin know what it is.
But here's the thing for anybody playing this for the first time. If you ring these 3 of these bells within this first level, that is how you unlock the secret area. So you have to find all 3 of those. And this boss that I just fought, technically that was an optional boss.
Okay.
I could have just ran past it. I wouldn't have gotten that power,
Right.
but you could just run past it if you really wanted to.
Yeah, it's interesting that this game doesn't have any difficulty modes. Too. I mean, that's obviously how the FromSoft games do it. But
Oops, shit. Ah,
ranged enemies, I kept
fuck out of here.
I think things being optional is also super nice. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a ton of optionals. I will say all of the bosses that I felt to be the absolute hardest ones have not been optional ones. They've been like the big like story end of chapter bosses that have been like.
Which is interesting. 'Cause that's like the opposite of how a lot of games do it. Like God of War, for example, the hardest bosses are the Valkyries.
Yeah, and those are totally optional.
Well, I like Elden Ring too.
Yeah, just having a lot of optional content. Yeah, there's Cal. There's like almost 100 bosses in this game, and like there's so far I fought like 30 something, and there have been like there's only one that even felt like kind of a repeat, and it had like a story reason for it to be a repeat too. So they've all been completely unique.
Who's that guy?
That is a boss that is not optional.
Okay.
Well, I guess you can run past him I want to refill everything before I do that, though. Oh, we're going to. I'm just going to refill stuff first.
I want to say S.
Yeah, it's your healing gourd. We should actually had a gourd in Sekiro as well.
Yeah.
Circling back around the path, here's that safe spot that we were at. I just went to the left, and that circled all the way around. So that was like that whole area, basically.
Cool.
Just refill everything there. And then let me see here.
We got a bunch of stuff. Might as well.
Yeah, I've got a few. Here we go. We're going to get the pillar stance, which is probably my favorite out of all of these. Say that. Let's see. Each talent level increases the health recovery. That is useful. Let me look at the.
It's still crazy to me how this game just absolutely demolished the games market.
Oh yeah, it's been pretty crazy. So it reduces the cost of sprinting, reduces the stamina cost of dodging, significantly increases the engage distance of light attack. That allows you to deflect ranged attacks.
Yeah, literally every of these upgrades looks incredibly useful.
And then that just moderately increases maximum stamina in general.
Light attack starter, but not every light attack.
Yeah.
If it were me, I'd probably pick that with the dodging.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm like level 80 in my playthrough, so I've got a lot in here. And there's like several more upgrade trees that we don't have access to even that will like.
Yes, every time. But that's fine. I mean, they're not much of a challenge for you at the moment.
It's really a good thing because like currently where I am in the game, I'm on the final boss of Chapter 4, which is the kind of abilities that are most useful against that boss. I haven't put a lot of upgrade points into. So what I'm doing right now is going back and forth, bringing all the enemies back kind of over and over, and then using them to farm experience points because I want to put points into.
What the hell is this guy? Yeah.
He's a wandering white.
Huh. You got the idea? Okay.
And then I'll show you the new spell that I just got from my mini-boss. Oh shit, back up. That is an area of effect.
Good thing you got out of there. How long do we see?
So you see that little yellow bar? That's like the stamina of the spirit.
Okay.
Or if you lose all your health, that also will do it. But the nice thing is this is a second health bar to use.
Oh shit.
So
that's cool.
yeah, any damage being done to this, which is why I'm not super worried about getting hit, does no damage to my actual health bar. And now he's on fire.
What a weird ending. Got a little fire beads there.
Now this one did kill me a few times early on before I finally got him, so I don't know if I'll be able to do this in one try.
I can see how he feels nasty.
Yeah, especially the one he throws at the end of that combo. That one really hurts you.
I'd be very curious to know that.
And you totally get like a journal entry about it that you can read, and it gives you a bunch of lore about the character.
Oh, you got a friend.
Oh, fuck off.
What's up? Cool, man.
Ooh, yeah, that in particular is and that is like a nearly kills you in one hit type of move too.
Nice dodge.
Ah.
I like this wolf, man.
And now he's dead.
I was wondering why you weren't getting it. This the boss could do it for you.
That, and if I switch my focus to him, there is a much better chance that he'll just get me from like behind my peripheral.
That's it.
Right.
It is nice that he can stomp. I love this guy's moveset. Animation. That's like a shotgun blast. Jesus.
Oh shit.
Fucking up now. Illusion. You want us to like, yeah.
Oh, JJ hit. That would actually be pretty badass. Ooh.
Oh no.
See, you got me. You got me.
Man.
That was very, very close.
Yeah, you're like maybe like 5 hits away.
I actually think I might have only been 1 hit away.
Really?
Yeah. But that's okay. A lot of people have gotten just straight up stuck on this boss.
Really?
Yeah, I've just been seeing a lot of people online where, like, this one is just, like, completely sticks them, and they've been, like, having a really hard time getting past it.
I mean, this does feel like the kind of boss that's meant to, like, kick you around as a newbie to kind of learn the ropes.
Yeah, it's kind of forcing you to learn the mechanics. It's like a skill check to be like, you paying attention, you learning, you
I can
kind
tell you
of...
that based on the moveset he's got, I certainly wouldn't be able to beat him.
I want to try now. Hand me the controller.
Yeah. Oh, why don't you come over?
If you were here, Cal, you absolutely could. I'm like, I mean, again, I am picking up
We'll have to move
upgrade
Pages.
points right here, though. So, like,
If Cal comes over, we'll have to move your Spider Lady body pillow. Ouch.
you shut the fuck up.
One day.
One day, absolutely. And then I'm gonna, because I was so close, I'm gonna put another point into health
That's
here.
a good idea.
And then I'm going to put one into stamina. A lot of the early stuff, your survival upgrades are going to be probably the best thing to
Yeah.
put points into. As much as it's like you want to put points into power, you know, and kind of.
That's always a nice strategy for the game. As much of your defense as you can. Because then, at least if you got the defense to survive, it helps you learn the attack.
And then I freeze him while he's doing that. Very hard to attack, hard to dodge attack, which
That
makes
way
it.
you can't do that.
Yeah, and then you kind of interrupt that.
Shit, I hadn't even thought about it. Interrupt attacks. God, that's...
Ah,
Oh,
oops, he got me that time.
yeah, you didn't have a chance to gag there. I saw you trying to get to the shape shift there. Oh well.
Yeah,
At
like I
least
said,
the
it's-
spawn point is like right.
that's the other thing that makes it easier than a lot of the. I mean, Elden Ring, I will say, was actually really good about that. Where like most of the time there was a site of grace right next to a boss.
Yeah, but a lot of the Souls-like games, they're like, okay, motherfucker, you died. Time to march across the entire city and slog through an entire army of guys with spears.
Just to get to the boss. Hey, what's up,
Hey, what's
Afternoon
up?
Tune?
Things are good.
Hey, we're doing good, man. Doing very good. Doing a little, Blackmouth. Very, yeah. I mean, it's been like pretty much all I've been doing nearly this whole week.
I'm wondering if you're not patient. You're just like shape shifting for the cicada first.
Sadly, you can't.
Yeah, I that's a power I in my game haven't fully unlocked still yet. I've gotten other transformations, but just for some reason not that one.
Oh,
Yeah, see that time I got hit by the shotgun thing.
yeah. I can see how this one would give you some trouble. This is exactly the how to jump level. Hey,
Yeah, exactly. Oop, doing it again. Die. The other thing you'll notice too is that meter at the bottom with the little circle. So as you build up your attacks, you build up that meter, which allows you to do a more powerful version of the heavy attack.
that's what knocks you down.
It at least will. It a lot of times will stagger it more often than not. But then my attacks are slightly weaker if I'm out of stamina as well. And that's how you know you did like a perfect dodge. See, he
Have you
hit
read
me.
Journey to the West? I have not. I've only read.
Now, when you,
Right.
It's a long ass story, isn't it?
isn't it like a? Yeah, it's.
Ancient Chinese.
Have you read it?
I'll look.
Uh-oh.
Did you see that? There's that sound effect on that little slowdown.
Yeah.
That's how you know you do a perfect dodge, because you see like another version of him like kind of sitting there almost for a second. It's very similar to the witch time dodge in Bayonetta, where you get like that tiny bit of like extra reaction time if you
I don't need to read it. I've seen Dragon Ball Z.
That's entirely different. Okay.
Are you sure? Are you sure Journey to the West didn't involve aliens from other planets coming and destroying the moon, and then going, "Wait, I know a guy who could build you a new moon"? Because that's in Dragon Ball Z.
I take it personally.
Is it just because it's Japanese?
Yeah. That too.
Hey, I got a question actually for you. So India also has their kind of version. Which came first, the Chinese one or the Indian? Direct translation of Journey to the West.
Oh, stop. But get back to the Indian thing. I've heard originally it did come from the Indian mythology first. There was this monkey king. But then, like, there was a real, like, Chinese monk, like, pretty much 1,000 years ago, who, like, did his journey all the way down to India, to fly across the world.
Right.
And, you know, this is a lot of people got the real oldest
I don't know what you're doing.
yeah, so, like, another Chinese did a lot.
For the hydrate channel.
oh shit. A lot of people do that. It's like reminding you to drink water. You just like don't do it for a long time during a stream.
Did you forget to drink water?
No, I usually have a water right here.
So they got
Not worried. You do more damage from the time when you
Oh, I was just giving my stamina meter a few seconds to regen a little bit. We worry about us.
Don't worry about Sage. If he needs to hydrate, you know, you can just get some Spider Lady Squirt.
You shut the fuck up. Ooh. Ow.
That should leave you alone. We need one purely to punch Sage's Spider Lady first.
God.
But also, I mean, I don't mind Dragon Ball Z because it's really
Well, I mean,
you can't say it's equal to Journey to the West.
were we meant to stay monkeys, you think?
Yeah, we're like the human race. Maybe. We'd probably be happier. No existential dread or any of
Are
that.
chimps happy? Have you asked? They spend a lot of time mutilating each other, so I don't know if they're that happy. Yeah, I mean, we're basically monkeys. We're like, what, like 98% genetically similar to chimps?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the DNA is very close.
It's amazing what a difference a couple percentage makes.
And a lot of times, like,
Big rip,
rip.
yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
the monkey is pretty much like the metaphor of being.
Would you rather be a monkey or an ape? That is a good question.
Depends on what kind.
Yeah. I guess if you wouldn't mind not being able to swim, gorilla's okay as an ape.
You got the monkey face on.
I don't know. Baboons seem want to be a tiny
and mischievous.
I was
could
gonna say like those monkeys that like sneak into people's apartments and like India and shit and steal their shit. Or those monkeys that just sit on the beach just like keep
apes together strong.
Isn't the monkey god in Indian mythology like
From Hindu mythology?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hanuman.
yeah.
Yeah, Hanuman is one of the Hindu gods. Want to take people's trinkets? Oh, see, there you go. That's the perfect job, or perfect style of monkey for you then.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. That's the kind of monkey I want. So I would pick that over.
I want to be a monkey so I can commit crimes.
Is Planet of the Apes, do the monkeys just stay dumb monkeys? That's a good question, because there's a bunch of different species, right? There's chimps, orangutans, what? Oh. They never bring up the monkey.
That's
the
true.
point.
They only bring up the apes.
So yeah, I guess the capuchins and stuff are still just dumb animals. Maybe they keep them like pets even. That'd be kind of weird. Is that like their version of keeping a chimp as a pet?
It's like Pluto and Goofy, where I'm like, are they both dogs? Is one of them just like being kept as a pet by the other one? Like, what's going on there?
Is that like a dog in a wolf situation? You know, into the old group of cave questions, go to a monkey island and you turn into a monkey.
Oh damn! I didn't know about that.
I never played RuneScape.
No, I never did either. Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
Ooh. Back enough time.
Only you have range attack.
There we go. Dodge.
At least in Dark Souls, we got that. They weren't that useful as much sometimes. Sorry, I came in late. I must have missed Sky dropping some knowledge.
There we go.
Hey, got him.
Yeah, I've read like stories about people saying that they've been stuck for like days on this boss, and I'm like, I get it if you are not like used to this kind of thing.
There's also, it's helpful if you get the staff already. Like a lot of people might just like.
Oh, you mean the spirit shape?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thing,
because you could miss that, and then if you don't have that, it's like, you know, that is a big boon. So I can't collect his spirit yet, but I'll get something a little later, and then I'll be able to just reclaim it at one of the stop points. But defeating certain enemies, certain bosses, some of them optional, some of them main bosses, that gets you a secondary type of spirit transformation. So there's usually two different kinds here. You get some that are you turn into that enemy for like a significant amount of time. You have their whole moveset. And then there's this kind, which is like you transform for just a second and basically do like one
super move.
Yeah, like one big super move, and then you just
turn
revert back.
Yeah.
We just turned into a cicada a little bit ago, but
only briefly. It doesn't seem like an ability we can do constantly.
Yeah, it was more of like just a brief like kind of story related transformation. But we will get more much later, and lots of bug ones for sure. There's like grasshopper knights and like beetle captains and
spider ladies.
Yes, there are spider ladies.
Can you shapeshift into a spider lady?
I actually don't know if I've gotten any spider lady transformations.
Man, I can imagine all the things Sage would do if he could turn into a spider lady.
Oh my god.
Would you just like stand in front of a mirror and jiggle your pedipalps?
Nope. What am I, Buffalo Bill? Like, what are you fucking talking about? They can hit each other too, though, which is nice.
Friendly fire. Using the shield. Take hostages.
I really like that because it's a lot, unless it's a ranged enemy. You can kind of do that and just be like, you can't get me. Can't get me up here. A lot of coming down on their head like with that thing. That is an incredibly fun move to use.
I mean, that is one of the sort of the classic Monkey King moves. They already beat one, but I'm not sure what. Fun fact, some male spiders like to be eaten. Sage, do you like to be eaten?
No. No, I don't. Something so cathartic about just swamping someone on the head with a stick. Yes, there really is.
Yeah.
So this adds plus 10 to my defense. So there is a bunch of armor you can craft and stuff. There's like whole sets and all sorts of stuff. So like I actually have a whole set I can equip here.
Do you get a set bonus?
I think so.
Okay.
I think if you have all of one set, you do.
There you go.
So that gives me a good chunk more of stuff. I think that's all I can do for that at the moment. the rest.
Due to the non-horrific face, I take it there's no character.
Yeah, no, you play as the monkey, and you are this monkey.
I don't think Sky would let him do it.
And
He's too
then
attached to the character.
Curios are other little stat bonuses.
Cat IVs.
So this
Is that what
increases
you've
my.
been doing with all your cats?
Oh God! No. Slightly increases critical hit chance. And then let's see here.
They're Cheerios. Gotta collect them Cheerios.
Flexible. Let's see, I got 2 points. I'm going to put 1 into my max stamina, and then I'm going to make this dodge better. Let's just look around here before. Sure. So, like, that's something you could use to refill your health uses if I didn't already have full ones.
Cool.
Let's see.
Happy 85 years of Batman.
Yeah, that's crazy. That franchise has been around that long. Let's see.
I wonder if there are any places like this. Places like this.
Older, or just really old architecture.
Yeah. I've heard like the whole studio.
你若进了这道门，便回不了头了。
Oh, so these are based on real places? Interesting. Okay. I know you told me that a lot of the costumes that a lot of the characters are wearing are also extremely historically accurate. Gotta kill the puppy. That and versus Wukong was probably Wukong.
Yeah, I
I mean,
Wukong.
he's basically a god.
Wukong is like on the same level of like. Now, a good question as far as like people that might not like, or that like characters that would really have a chance against each other. Wukong or Kratos.
Yeah,
Because
that
both
could
of
be-
them are like warriors from mythology who slay entire like go and kill like entire groups of gods.
I feel like they probably just be friends.
Yeah, Kratos and Wukong would just team up.
Be like, you hate gods? Oh shit, so do I. You're doing pretty well in this fight, which makes sense. You're pretty good at killing dogs.
God damn it.
If Secret Level gets the second season, Black Knight will probably be a part of it.
Yeah. I guess actually I don't know if you guys heard about that yet, but it was announced at Gamescom on Tuesday. It's like basically a company that does a lot of like cinematics for video games is doing like a anthology TV show where like every episode is a different game, but it's not live action adaptations. They're actually using like the technology for like in-game video game cinematics as the episodes.
It's like Machinima type stuff.
Yeah. So it looks really cool. There's going to be like a Ghost of Tsushima one, a God of War one. There's a Mega Man one that's going to be in there. I would not be surprised if Black Myth gets into like a second season of it because it's from like video games from like all sorts of different companies and stuff. It's not like any one company. It's like this like whole kind of.
And yeah, I mean, Black Myth is like going to be a lot of people's game of the year.
So far, it's definitely my game of the year. After playing like over half of the game at this point, I can say for sure it's my favorite game I've played so far. Unless some would really have to change about the last like 2 chapters or so.
There you go, got him. But is it still your is it still your game of the year after they took away the camel toe?
Yeah, man. How can you be okay with that missing camel toe?
You know about that one. That game where like all the incels got mad because they changed the costume on the main character so she didn't have camel toe. Yeah.
And like
Does that bother you? Did that offend you when they did that? Changed the costume?
But yeah, so like that was like a one try. I mean, I'm pretty sure I beat it on one try the first time I played through it as well. So like a lot of the bosses are not too difficult. Like a lot of them are pretty easy going. But then there are certain like hey, here, this boss in particular is a skill check.
Yes.
You better be paying attention to the game mechanics, and it
Kind
will
of
throw
reminds me of Sekiro.
yeah, a little bit like Sekiro, yeah. That made it seem like he was asking. Yeah, no, that's exactly. Oh, and no, not the video game. See, there's a maximum health upgrade I just found as well,
Nice.
which, yeah. It's like you also get like a good chunk of like that's very similar to God of War, where you could find the chests of Gorgonized to get more health, or to expand your maximum health meter. So there's a lot of elements of different games in here. But I mean, ultimately, like as much as I will like, in a moment compare it to a specific other game or like this mechanics like a specific other game, the way they bring all of those mechanics together feel very unique and not quite like any other one thing. This game really, I think, does a really great job of it never totally feels like it's copying something. Even when I do recognize a mechanic from something else, it never feels like it's copying it from another game. It's always doing its own thing with it.
Other than that, wolf guys just random shit to that. Probably.
They like kind of dust away when you kill them. But, I mean, for all intents and purposes, yes.
If you step into water,
I think so. And also, if you roll, it puts the fire out faster, too.
That's a joke. You don't see that kind of thing too often.
Like I was about to say something.
This game has been wrapped in a culture war of Stellar Blade.
Honestly, I think people have tried to, but I don't think it's worked nearly as much as it did with Stellar Blade. Like, I think with Stellar Blade, that's most of what was being talked about. Whereas I think with this, people have tried to, but it's kind of brushed it off for the most part.
It's just kind of gone too mainstream, and most people who play the game are like, hey, badass Monkey Man, why wouldn't I play those?
Right. That's also very God of War.
Because I know I've seen, like, I've not watched them, but I've seen thumbnails on YouTube where it's like, Black Myth is a threat, and it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's even about, but people are definitely making weird rage videos about this game. Who doesn't want to play it?
See, like, if I use a flask, and then I absorb this, I guess it wasn't quite enough to fill it all the way back up, but
Yeah, fine.
that just brings you back around. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing you're playing as Goku and not Vegeta.
Or Gogeta, who's a combination of Goku and vagina.
God, that's really cool.
Saw somebody make a funny joke of like, when I was a kid, I thought Vegeta was so cool, but now that I have his hairline, I don't know. Like somebody in their 40s or something like that.
Why is that one guy called Piccolo anyway? It's because dude blow him, he makes music.
It's good. Let me see here. Oh my god, I feel that. And one of the only criticisms I would give the game is occasionally, sometimes, I am not sure of the right way to go, and which is a side path. Ooh, damn.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, sometimes I could be like a little unsure of what's side.
How many adaptations of Journey to the West?
Oh, there's been a ton, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, there's been a shitload in China.
I know they're maybe not all thought of as like amazing, as equally amazing as each other, but there are a shitload.
oh, like, Journey to the West itself is an adaptation. Or like the monkey.
Right. Yeah, I mean, even in the West, there's been a few different adaptations. I mean, there's that really weird Journey to the West game from a while ago. Remember that?
I actually liked that quite. Yeah, it had Andy Serkis
Yeah.
in it as like the main character. It was like a kind of a post-apocalyptic version of it, like sci-fi futuristic thing.
He wasn't actually a monkey, of course.
Yeah, he was. It was more like Dragon Ball Z, where it's like it was inspired by it, but it is definitely very much its own kind of different thing. Let's see. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, there's been countless movies and animations and live-action shows and stuff. And novels.
Yeah.
And comics, you said.
Yeah, I'd love to read a comic book version. That'd be cool.
灵运不散，浮于空中。
What would you say are like the best versions?
可惜你的葫芦不中用，
All right.
我这葫芦又认主。哎呀，哎，我有一法，可超度孤魂，归尘返真，与你必有帮助。 这才像样，不能装天，却可渡人。荡去痴念，早入轮回。
Thanks. So now, that allows you to now go, and I just go up to the... So if you, for some reason, don't pick up one of those, like, spirits that was floating around when I beat that boss, come here and just go retrieve spirits.
Okay. So
any that if you for some reason don't pick them up or a glitch happens, they'll just go here, and that's just another way to grab them. And so this is where I showed you how you can like respec your skill points and stuff. You also have cultivate spirits, which is upgrading these particular things. So I can only do one level right now, but now I can go into my inventory here, and you have a secondary spirit equip spell. So I've got the one I could transform into for a long period of time, and I've got this one that does like a super attack. Now you do have to kind of build up meter and stuff to use it, but it's nice and chunk. That's actually maybe still my favorite one.
Yeah, look at me.
And then I can even pause and go into the photo mode, and you can kind of
Or a snake, maybe.
It's like a snake. It's like a snake man that is very dinosaur-like.
Yeah. Do they have dinosaurs in Monkey King mythology? Right.
Back to the best chapter.
Yes.
I feel like there's a classic, really to anyone who's there's like a Spanish show that was made in the 80s.
That's the one I think I've seen clips of before.
Yeah, right.
These are really cool. They're skeleton versions of the snake guy that we just fought.
That is cool.
So like reanimated, like.
You just never see monsters like this.
Yeah, it's for many years. Honestly, I've wanted to maybe read the book and try and or some version of it, you know, and get a little more into it because I feel like I've heard about it for so long.
What do you think this will do for China entertainment-wise?
I mean, it gives a good idea for what to do, right? Like, it gets a good idea, like, hey, look at how successful this is. I mean, I think we're going to see a lot more video games. We're already seeing there's already quite a few other video games that have at least gotten, like, trailers that been announced out of China since this one first did. A couple of the other ones also look really cool. So, like, Phantom Blade Zero looks pretty badass.
What I'm hoping for
Ooh, big frog. This is totally another option, boss.
Banish him back to France. Yeah. How bad?
Yeah, well, windows are closed and everything. I still fear that it what felt like full volume.
Just trying to put a cap on how long people can play video games. But it's good for kids, isn't it? It's funny. I'd ask Guy, you know, what she would have thought if she had had games like this when she was a kid. She was like, I probably wouldn't have gotten to play them because my parents wouldn't have let me because she spent too much time studying.
Now you're an adult and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
that forever.
No, just kill people. It's anything. Anything. You can get away with it, I'm telling you. Did you quit kicking me? There you go.
That was easy.
And that was another optional boss that I could have completely ignored. And also, if anytime you absorb the spirit, so like I could also use that boss as an attack now, as my super move attack. You get a lot of those. That's something I still need to kind of mess around with and try more of them out. Because there are so many that I feel like I've only scratched the surface on, like potential.
It almost makes me wish there was sort of like a training thing you could do, so you could just test out different super moves you get.
Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be cool. Luckily, you do. There are so many enemies.
I
And so
think you
much
should probably
combat.
just go to a bonfire, wait, and then just test it out.
You do have to engage in combat to get that meter to build up, though.
So
So
it'd have to be something that's tough enough to actually take a beating.
yeah. And I know you guys said like 8 roughly is when you needed to get going. So like, let me know whenever you guys need to stop.
Yeah, whenever you want. Okay. Yeah, it's like 8:05.
How far are we?
I think it's like 2 more major bosses.
How close would you say you are?
One of them is just around the corner here,
Let's do that for sure.
and then maybe we stop there. And that's also if I beat it quickly as well.
Right. If it proves to be difficult, but I'm sure you know what you're doing, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, this one's got a lot of projectiles and poison stuff, so we'll see.
若是今日死在你手，帮我带句话给师傅。肉眼凡夫，求而不得，神仙苦；半荣半枯，几人之事，长生。
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this one, pretty good.
弄死了！
What is the exact? I agree with that.
Yeah, when we do the review, you'll have a bunch of footage to pull from.
Pick up the stick for this one.
Not today, but at some point you guys
I'm
can play it
getting
for
it.
yourself.
I mean, me and Sky are both. I imagine we're going to be fighting over the computer. That's what we need to play, but I just have to actually get new hardware to be able to play it.
Right, that's the big. That's
Either
the
a new
part.
computer or PS. My current computer, I mean, it can barely work like a fake thing, so. It's a big world. Got it.
There we go. That's one I did die to a few times on my first playthrough. So, I mean, like that. Obviously, I played like probably nearly 40 hours of the game at this. Here, you can also turn into him for a spirit
God
summon.
damn, you kill a lot of games.
And that's another one where it's like just one super attack, not, extended, let me use his whole moveset sort of thing. But
What is the Iron Bowl? Not the Iron Man.
here's another one of those bells.
我倒是这两人都随内成虎。
And if you read all the journal entries, that expands and I think talks about some of what these characters actually might have done in Journey to the West. So if you really want to kind of get to know the story a bit more, you can read those, and you'll get a lot more. It's kind of similar to. It's more straightforward than Dark Souls storytelling because like Dark Souls, you don't learn like anything, and you have to put it all together yourself.
Yeah,
But
Dark Souls is like pure environmental story.
Yeah. But you can rely on this game to tell you a lot more than Dark Souls does, but it also doesn't like overload with like a ton of cutscenes. No puzzles at all.
Purely fighting.
Yeah, I mean, like I mean, this is true of like the Dark Souls games, but I would say that like the boss fights are the puzzles,
Yeah.
because you have to figure out their patterns and what kind of abilities are most effective on them. Similar to a Souls game, the fight is the pattern. So, or the fights are the puzzles themselves.
A lot of these kind of games, and also a lot of tactical kind of games, they rely more on the combat puzzles, basically, rather than, match the blocks or, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So weird. Okay. We made a friend.
Nope, this is a friendly guy. We can actually, he's a store we can buy stuff from, actually.
Okay. Dr. Zayas.
Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas. Oh, Dr. Zayas. So this guy is where you will go.
你这模样，多半也是花果山来的猴子。我见得多了，论辈分，你们都得叫我声祖宗。
So this is where you can upgrade your gourd, so now I can use it 5 times instead of just 4 times. So I have 5 health refills, and then I also have, I guess I don't have, but that's where you'd make it so that when you do use it, you get more health back at the same time.
Awakened Wine. Is that what you do with the Spider Lady on Friday night?
God damn it. And then you also, you can unlock slots, so like, you get better drinks to fill your gourd with, and then it allows you to put things to soak in the drink. So using this gourd moderately increases poison resistance for a short duration. So every time you take a drink from it, it will give you some extra buff against poison damage. And when you get more different drinks to put into the gourd, you can, like the one I have now, it's like you can put 3 of these different extra status effect things on. So every time you take a drink, I have like 3 different buffs all going at the same time. And in my main game. And then he's also got his own little store here you can buy stuff from.
Celestial Lotus. And
that's like a secondary health item. Or no, that's something that affects the gourd. Yeah. And I actually think that the other boss fight is like just down this pathway here.
All right, let's go check them out.
I mean, that is the thing. Like, this game has so many boss fights. It's like every 10 feet there's.
It does feel like a boss rush kind of game.
Yeah,
I know there's plenty of lesser enemies around, but.
And I'd say as the areas go on, they get bigger. So like this first, this first chapter is the biggest one. I mean, I think that this boss is actually just down
so
here.
That's actually a bit like I mean, a lot of games do this. I think of like the various Diablos and Diablo-likes, where they kind of start you off with a lot of bosses, mini bosses with rapid fire, and they slowly work to bigger levels.
Yeah, absolutely. And here you go. This is the final boss of Chapter 1.
Sick. What do you think of the way the game handles the mythology?
何德之帅，王者不可见，来
Feels true to the source to you.
犹可追。
Feels like true to the original.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like the spirits.
小师傅，
Even though, like,
天色已晚，
Right.
你来我这修身之地，大开杀戒。
You sure you wouldn't trust an American company to do a better job?
心了。
Yeah.
And I can use my big guy now.
Nice.
Just headbutt the fuck out of him.
Awesome. Damn, that fucked him up too.
Yeah, it took a big chunk. And then so you get these. Yes, these are your 2 kinds of spirit, and you get multiple for both slots. I will say you get more super attacks than you do these full moveset ones.
Okay.
But you still get a bunch of both.
That's love it. It is interesting how like nobody's really done like with some very few annotation steps that just do their own thing. Well, these guys, they're going to do a trilogy of Black Myth, right? And each one's going to be a different thing, right? It's not all Monkey King.
Yeah, each one's supposed to be based off a different myth. We don't know anything about what those other two are.
Do you have any ideas what they might do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to see that
Ooh.
What would you say are like the other, would be another two big mythology stories they could do?
Or even just one Sheik Fantasy.
Yeah.
Sure, maybe after how successful this is, maybe they even do a straight up sequel.
They
Even
might,
if they
yeah.
weren't planning on it before.
Yeah, they'll probably do whatever the other games they had already planned on, then maybe do a Black Wukong. Right. Yeah, I'm saying they might do both of those things.
And just after the success of this, I could see them doing like a direct sequel.
Is he like a
maybe
wizard?
like a
Is he in charge of the Illuminati? Two-parter boss fight?
yeah.
Oh, what
Yep,
the fuck? He's
two-parter.
like a man?
He's like a big snake. Yeah, he's a big snake.
How do you feel about Snake?
You know what? I don't like him.
Not enough legs for you?
Ugh.
You know, some people, Snake people, I mean, XCOM. The studio should make a game based on Western mythology. Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, do you? Not anymore, you don't. But do you wish this character had a move where he'd choke you out?
Me?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Like I got stuck right there. So is this one always a two-parter boss fight? Like, if you died now, would you have to fight it first round?
This one, yes.
Okay.
However, there was a three-part boss fight later on in the game that I did where it did like give you a checkpoint between each part, so you did only have to do whichever one you were on or whatever.
Souls are too long.
Oh hell no!
Like,
Souls
fuck
game,
you, motherfucker. Time to go back to stage one.
Maybe.
Do you?
Yeah, I haven't come out of healing items at the moment, so I might do it on this try, but I also
greedy. There
Got
you
him.
go. Nice.
Oh, or you know what? No, this isn't the final boss of this chapter, but it is a big one.
Okay. What's the final boss then?
The final boss of this chapter is like a bear.
Okay. Not the Baldur's Gate, the bear, is it?
No, thankfully it isn't.
知君命多厚，同病亦同忧。观音禅院是烧没了，可那长老的冤魂没有散。贪根不怕，无数常在。你真正想要的东西，忘了最好。
It's funny how like these main story bosses here are giving me less trouble overall than that blue one that I, in theory, didn't even have to, you know.
也是你所求的。
And then we'll go here.
回来后，山里便立起了三
Yes,
口
this is where you would in theory be told about spells
是旁人口
and
径。
secret religion.
莫非那三口钟与当年的火烧禅院有关？
When you beat the game, you can't increase the difficulty.
New Game Plus actually does increase the difficulty, kind of similar to a Souls game, from what I understand. I don't know by how much or exactly how, but I know you also get like there's like new weapons that you can only get in New Game Plus on the harder difficulty. But you can't just like select it. You have to have beaten the game and then continued.
Which, again, is actually kind of more like the Diablo game.
Yeah, that's true.
Did he just end there?
Yeah, who's that?
You know, some fox spirits unjustly hung.
Hank.
And
I mean, maybe he was also unjustly
he may have also been unjustly hung.
That's my new band name, Unjustly Hung.
It's good.
What kind of genre of music would Unjustly Hung play?
Well, that's got to be grunge. That's like some Cobain inspired.
Oh God.
So, well, this here, doing all three bells just summoned us into a secret area.
Oh shit.
So this is, it's not very big, but this is like its own kind of slightly off the beaten path thing, where you kind of get to go.
This is like the bad part of town.
Yeah, it's the bad part of town.
We're here to gentrify it.
Let's see here. So if I rest, and then I think beating the snake gave us a new weapon we could craft. So it's a serpent staff, which is a solid bit more powerful. So it's just the staff again. It just looks different, and it's just a bit better.
It also gives you a.
If you give like extra poison to the enemy.
It gives you a bonus when fighting in water.
Yeah, and there are a bunch of different ones that they do have different status effects, and then I think we also got like a new armor. I don't have the materials to craft it, but we do have a new armor set.
Oh, you could wear a snake.
I could do the bracers. Yeah, massively reduces stamina cost when in water, so I don't have enough for that right now. But
Cool. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a lot of people.
it's mine.
Oh.
So this is the one repeat boss I was talking about, but it is different, and it has story reasons to be different.
The
secret areas are often in the past, so it's like we're dealing with like a younger version of him here, and he hasn't lost his mind as much as the first version we killed.
Did we find out why his head's so big? Does he have like hydrogen?
That I don't know. I think he was human at one point, though.
I mean, it looks like he's got some sort of stuff that got pumped into his head that made him weird. Oh, he's got zombie friend.
But I have your friend.
I'm gonna beat you with you in the future.
Looks like a tight. Oh yeah, with the weird
totally.
proportions and stuff. I could see that. And the thing too is this he's got some of the same moves, but he's actually got a very different moveset too from a lot of moves. He's faster, and then there's these other enemies in the environment.
Looks kind of like the.
He also didn't do the forced push thing at me at the end of that combo. It was like he stopped and.
Did he still have that shotgun blast move?
I actually don't remember if this version does or not.
If he doesn't, that would probably help you. Oh shit, those things blow up. What the fuck?
Oh, I think we have worked.
Oh, does it? I heard this game was some crazy perks like blackness boost on a toothbrush. That is it. This can't be good. Did you even hit it?
Now these guys are giving you health back.
You gotta kill them and take the shit. Do you get health?
I think if we could absorb it fast enough. They're just going towards him because he's using them to heal himself.
He's already getting a bunch. Oh, this fight could be nasty. This is the front off bullshit. Yeah, it's a really cool fight.
And it's so like when I said there is the one that's like a repeat, but it's also different. Like it's not just the same boss again.
This is definitely a nice twist. Ah, nice. We got that move.
Okay, that's what I did to you. Yeah, I think he doesn't do the force shotgun thing.
That's
I think that's different.
His healing is fucking nasty. Good thing you got that glove. So are those like suicide bombers?
Yeah, those ones aren't trying to hurt me. Not me.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Did do it. Okay.
But he used the zombies to do it.
Yeah, he had to like absorb a bunch of them to have the power for it. Ooh shit.
Fucked up.
Ooh damn, got me.
That looks tough. That looks hard. Yes.
Yep, that's a hidden boss.
I'm not surprised he's a little bit harder because of that. Alas, this old monk so unwise, his years brought neither truth nor prize. Wang Ji and Wang I can't read very fast.
Okay.
But here, since you got to see that boss, that's
Now
a
we're
thing.
gonna go back.
Yeah, we'll go back just so we're not spending too much time on that.
I like that he's just getting drunk on wine this whole time.
gotta drink and fight, man. Drink and fight.
A lot of cultures like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Valhalla is.
That's true.
That's all you do is you get drunk and you fight.
See, the whole Viking afterlife is nothing but that.
Yep.
Well, yeah. So we'll... And then, I mean, you know, we can try and do a stream series for this and work out, like, another time.
Right.
And kind of come back and do it again in the future. Because since I can have 10 different, like, save files, 10 different games, basically, running at the same time, I could just keep this one set up on the side for streams. And just, you know, at some point, we could do another one. Now, we officially dealt with Mr. Snake Man. Let's see. Halfway up here. Where is it? Oh no, this is the one where I jumped down. Or no. Oh, that was a different spot that I did that in.
I've heard like in solo games you just directly fall down and die.
Oh yeah, you can die very easily.
Some players like to leave them trapped on people's play, you know, where you'll see some pit, but maybe there'll be some sort of like ledge on the other side that looks like something you could jump to. If there's only at least a message, be like, oh, jump, there's treasure on the other side. That's when you jump. That's common sense. Just control. Or there'll be ones be like, oh, don't worry, there's the physical floor here. Because in the game, there are sometimes physical floors that can lead you to, you know.
Yeah, sometimes.
But you can't always trust the message.
Golden Seed, that increases maximum mana.
So you get a lot of, like, permanent upgrades over the course of the game.
Tons, yeah, tons. Very, very much like a God of War, where you're constantly increasing your max, like, amount of ability to do any given thing.
So I imagine you could pretty easily, like, at some point just come back here and just be one-shotting everything.
Yeah, 100%. If I came back to this area where I am now in my playthrough, there's nothing that probably would survive more than like 2 attacks from me. Great environment design. Look at that vista.
Did they also base like these environments off of like real environments in China?
Yes,
Because I know China is like a crazy amount of expensive.
it is.
This is so cool. It's got more of a badger look.
Yeah, he didn't even hit you though.
No, he didn't.
All that jumping around didn't do shit for him.
Nope, did not help him one bit. Yeah, a lot of the regular enemies you can just kind of bully pretty easily. Yeah, that little golden, that means you're cool.
It'd be cool if you could go Super Saiyan. Maybe you can at the end of the game.
Maybe that'll be a transformation. Yeah, if you see that like gold trail in the air, that means you're close to a new save spot. So that is not always going to tell you which way to go. Only if you're within like a certain distance of one of these. But it will guide you to a new one if you're close by. And here's the. Let me just put a couple things in here real quick. Yeah, we do.
What's this one going to be?
So this is going to be the first part, so there's two phases to the final boss of this, the first area, but this is the first one, yeah. Put 1 point into that. And
what do you think, guys? Does this make you want to go home and watch Dragon Ball Z? At least this game doesn't have like 10 minutes of constipation for every fight.
Exactly.
You know about that, right? In Dragon Ball Z, specifically in some of the versions that have not had significant editing done, there's just those long scenes of characters going at each other. It's just like, damn, these guys really need to get to the bathroom.
So I think they just exist in a world with no bathrooms, and that's why everyone's so mad all the time.
Would explain a lot. Like,
我重建了观音禅院。
He can turn into a bear.
He looks like the kind of guy.
那些葬身火海的僧众
His ears even have like a vague bear shape to them, just a little bit.
在这黑风山间游
Body
荡，
type is very.
是我亲手将他们超度。我甚至把那些经书残卷一一复原。但我知道，总有一天，你还是会找上门来。
I love that.
And then you start to be able to hit him with the 1-2, and then this spirit transformation, and that spirit transformation, and then an immobilize. Like, you start being able to, like.
Yeah, I can see that you get a lot of burst damage.
I have a super move I haven't used yet, too.
Well, you did get a different half health.
好好的禅院全被你毁了。
Yeah, this game really delivers on the spectacle.
难道会想长生吗？
Definitely feels like it's actually making that PS5 go pretty good.
Oh, yeah. This game is not on Xbox right now. It was supposed to be, but because Xbox has that, like, kind of slightly less powerful half system, and all games are supposed to be able to. He avoided my. See, he actually managed to break my immobilize there because I did it right when he transformed into the wind, so it didn't quite work. Luckily, if it doesn't work, you don't lose mana doing it, but you do have to wait for the cooldown to recharge. So there's still a cost to, like, missing.
It's just not as brutal.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like this. Yeah, you're saying about that stuff.
Yeah, the game was supposed to be released on the Xbox as well, but because it has that, like, half less powerful version. The game, they couldn't get it running on that, and so it's like, well, at some point in the future, it'll come out on the Xbox whenever they can figure out how to get it running on.
Man, Xbox is so fun right now. I mean, this is the big game of this year, and they can't even make any money off of it. Meanwhile, you know, Sony is having trouble meeting demand. Yes, fuck.
That and like.
Deal. Nice.
Got him. Xbox pushing all of its games onto PlayStation.
Next time you gotta fight him, it's gonna be a bear.
And that is the final boss of the chapter. Is the bear form. Yeah, like you can see how it would be challenging, but not like.
Yeah. It'll put you through your paces, but it'll always give you a chance to show. So if we still have to fight his bear form,
God damn it. He looked mostly hairless.
Yeah. There you go.
We got us a new spell.
Yeah.
Cloud Step. Super useful power.
Oh yeah, you got to fight pretty much.
Basically, you leave a decoy in the environment that the enemies will try and attack, and then you are like kind of like this invisible cloud version of yourself, and it allows you. And like basically, they won't see or even try to attack the actual you. They'll just go after this like decoy. It's very useful against his bear form in particular.
I assume it's a time thing.
Yeah.
Until your first attack. Or...
So either or, it will last a certain amount of time, or you get like one really, really good stagger attack off, and then it automatically ends. Yeah.
But I assume it's really good for dodging if it's an attack.
Yeah. There's some nasty like AOE attacks that you can that could be really helpful to use it to avoid. And I think hey.
Run.
Yeah, most of the time you can't fall off of the side of things in this game unless there's a platform underneath it for you to actually land on.
You shooting fireworks there?
Yeah, fire arrows.
They're like machine guns. How do they do that? Well, actually, I think they're regular bows. That's true. If it was a repeating crossbow, they could do that. I just don't know how you do that. I wonder if there are enemies with repeating crossbows. I mean,
Not that I've seen so far, but
that is like a quick sentence. Right, I don't know what time period this is going on. Okay.
oh, that thing was a boss before. No,
Oh, he
it's
is
just like
that.
a guy.
Okay, so that guy was effective.
Yeah, I would say he wasn't like a totally like legit like boss. Yeah.
They got stuck. Big guy gets stuck too.
I don't think so. Well. Fucking,
Jesus.
God damn you.
You guys are actually kind of deadly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, just a couple of them are pretty easy to deal with, but if you start to have to deal with a lot at once.
Yeah, I wonder if that counts as an or if that's specifically true. Yeah.
The Minotaur is just the Greek name for a man bull, right?
Yeah.
But so it's effectively the same type of creature.
I know that's a fairly common type of creature in mythology. Like,
Right. A lot of countries had bulls.
I need to get some mythology expert on there. You don't have to ask him, he knows.
Well, he's an expert in the From Software Souls mythology. I don't know about like all mythologies. Yeah, fuck you.
Well, he knows a lot about it.
Ah. frequent checkpoints. Yeah, you're never too far from one of these.
It is funny because there have been a lot of people who are clamoring for an easier version of it. Ooh, that's cool. But an easier version of Dark Souls.
那家伙曾
And
经
it
对
seems like
我
this game does
说
a lot.
眼
to
不
add
见
to
心不乱，
give you a
寻常修为。
Yeah.
入一切相，破一切相，方得自在。可是他自己看到那些东西后，不也疯了吗？
Or if this guy's just fire. Damn.
Pretty sure I can set him on fire if I hit him enough times with the spirit.
Looks like he's on fire now.
And this is where Cloud ability is super useful, because he's only going to go after that little version of me that's over at the corner there.
That's handy because it also gives your other abilities. You don't extend the path of that.
Yeah, and like I said, it only lasts so long.
That did it. Yeah, this one definitely looks pretty good. Go check.
Ooh.
Okay, just barely survived that.
Ooh. There we go. Let's go.
Well, yeah.
right,
Just
right.
when he
Inside
died. Let's go to death.
Yeah, this is actually the final boss of Chapter 1.
Okay.
And there's something. I'm hoping I can do this, because there is something really cool that plays at the end of each chapter. That's something I would really like you guys to be able to see. So let me just see here. Put a couple points in.
Body peak, huh? So that's fair because we got body. I know that's not how you pronounce that.
That's helpful. And that increases this one automatically. Increase max focus points from 1 to 2, which is nice. And then, okay, that was the 2 I had. So now I can build up 2 of those, like, kind of built up heavy attack things.
I wonder how many upgrade points you get from one place.
I don't know. I'm over 80 at this point, so for my main playthrough.
Because this New Game Plus, you're going to go into that with upgrade.
Yeah, right. Like if you can actually do like all of it. And now this is more powerful.
Are you free next Monday?
Yeah, I should be.
Hey,
Monday night.
You got one.
I really like that one.
Not too bad. I'll give it. Still has been annoying.
And also just dodging well.
Playing fair.
The bears are on fire!
We're gonna finally beat this band by now with this game.
Nice. See, there I just used it as a stun move, not so much the, like, let me get away. Yeah, so you can use it aggressively as well.
That paid off, doesn't it? Oh, ow.
Ow. That also did a lot. That's enough damage. Shit. Oop.
I think this is going well. Good check. Prometheus won the alien.
Shot, damn it. Ooh, there we go. I was close that time, though. So, yeah, you want to come over on Monday and watch Prometheus?
Yeah, let's listen to fucking Prometheus. Fucking hell. God, that movie.
Some grade A bullshit. Actually, let me just check my inventory real quick before I go back in.
See if you got anything new.
Oh, yeah, and that it did unlock another skill treatment for the cloud step thing. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Moderately increases defense.
That sounds extremely useful.
I have this wolf mask, which is +2 defense.
Okay.
And then I have a couple other spirits, but...
I think the big head guy is the most useful. Damn, you really hate Prometheus.
I really do dislike that movie a lot. And then let me go into my cultivate spirits.
Oh, maybe when you see it again, you'll change your mind. Maybe you'll be like, wait a minute, this is the best Alien.
Unlikely. I was able to put another point into my big head slam move too.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know how much those extra points will get you, but any good helps in this one. Maybe you weren't ready to see it then.
So yeah, that does even more damage now. Oop.
I do feel like that the defense points helped out. I do enjoy that the greatest power in a video game is actually
In Death Stranding, that's a part of the story.
Also true for thank you.
Oh, there you go. I've got a laser pointer over there that just like turns on by itself.
That's a pretty nice one.
Yeah, it's basically just gives it something to do.
Still a few health packs. Nice.
Got him.
Good job.
And there we go. So we basically streamed the whole first chapter today, and we'll leave off after it transitions into the second one here.
Yeah.
Pretty fluffy.
点手段。今日本大王先不与你纠缠。
Yeah, he's got a over the top of his own combat balance.
无人与你助力。待我取走这宝贝，
Hell yeah.
哪里不能重建宝刹？
Oh, shit. He went nuclear. Now you can claim your reward.
God damn it. My reward is not Spider Lady.
I don't know, you might need an A like in the saga.
不小胜，小胜饶命，小胜饶命！我也是被那天庭胁迫，若非身不由己，好端端的，谁敢对那闹天宫的瘟神动手啊？不怪说的倒不假，借再多的胆子，他也绝技不敢自己谋害大圣。 这幕后指使竟然另有其人，况且这玩意儿邪乎的很，得来后根本不知如何炼化，只好高高供在上面，偶尔骗些小妖怪朝拜敛财而已。不小胜，饶我我自当回到南海负荆请罪，重戴金箍，从此不再离开普陀半步。别听他掰扯，小猴子，赶紧先把大圣的遗物取回来看看。
Yeah. Oh, it's Caillou.
This is what's in that music video section you noticed on the main menu.
Yeah, this is badass.
Yeah, that's cool. There's an animated short like this at the end of every chapter, and they're different art styles. So like one of them is stop motion even.
Jesus.
Yeah, this was a very cool surprise playing this game. Yeah, I think all of, I mean, I only know so many details, but I think each animated short at the end of each chapter is showing some piece of that story. Or some element of it. Like I said, one of them's even stop motion animated, like complicatedly hand stop motion animated.
The shroud? The robe, maybe? Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the fire. Read the book, please.
Well, I know the book deals a lot with, like, temptation and, like, the idea of, like, you know, the various sins in Buddhism leading to a person's fall. So, yeah, that makes sense that this would tie into that.
There we go. It's unread.
Okay.
师父，徒弟还是想不明白，出家人尘缘已断，心还心甘，长老他为何偏偏放不下一件衣裳？
That's right.
Oh, okay.
And that gold version of that guy, that's supposed to be that character, that secret boss.
Oh, interesting. That's fascinating.
So that is what that secret boss is the character from the story. So that's how that secret area kind of ties in.
Okay, so there's definitely a lot here if you know the story.
红中响，狼蛇藏，烈火熊熊，双目盲。小妖打得费劲，大怪更是仓皇。如此笨拙痴蠢，如何见得真章？螳螂捕蝉，黄雀在后。黄雀是谁？我看不到。单与螳螂。倒是遍地乱跑。
So this is right at the end of each chapter. You get one of these relics that belonged to Wukong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And before you go to the next chapter, you get this big tapestry, and you can zoom in and actually.
好好的守山大神不错，又跑回黑风山做长生的美梦。可惜空有贼心，却无贼胆，骗得了小妖，骗不过自己。他的命，自带上禁箍之时，便已注定。 那和尚乃金蝉子转生，是西方如来佛祖座下第2个徒弟。因听经不专，轻慢佛法，被如来贬落凡尘。夜被火烧是他取经之路的第11难，后面还有70难呢。
He only made it to his 11th out of 81 trials. Let's see. Some other ones. I guess that's it. But yeah.
That's crazy. Do you think this is one of those games that reaches like the transcending point of becoming art?
I mean, it seems like it to me. You get like entire animated short films in between the like chapters of the game, and I mean, you know, for me, who's only very, very surface level familiar with like the Journey to the West story, it makes me want to read the actual book that much more, or again, some version of it. But I mean, and I was interested before the game, but it makes me, that much more interested in. Absolutely.
It's funny because this sort of different questions, but.
无夫无觉无法纪，为非作歹有天地。
Oh, the music in this has been fucking great so far. It's lots of.
I was singing.
Great question.
Yeah, one piece of the soundtrack is kind of a reprise of the theme for the 1986 Monkey King TV show.
Yeah, all the orchestra like score that I've heard in the game has been just phenomenal.
I'm done.
小施主来此的目的，老衲多少猜到几许。心急吃不着热面皮，暂且助你一臂之力。小心上路，再落得一身窟窿，可没人救。
Okay.
雪花风洒花雨无助的毛树太一去。
You gonna be your one-man band for a while?
For a little while. I'll just get the next like stop or save point up here, and we'll call it for tonight.
Good.
These guys are like, yep, these are rats. And the shields are stronger, so like you see, there's the shield's got like its own bar.
Yeah.
So these guys are a little tougher, because sometimes you have to. I mean, you can get around them and do the health first, but sometimes you do kind of have to.
That's bad. Oh, that guy. Yeah, that guy's got a problem. It doesn't look like a repeater, right? There you go. Classic. Yeah, I love the design of it.
And you get very different biomes for the different areas.
I assume they all correspond to different regions of China. Where would you say this looks like? If anyway.
Kind of like in the middle, central part of China.
Something like Briar Valley stuff there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to just follow the path of Journey to the West.
Oh, that would be interesting.
It probably is, yeah. I guess I can't only speak to it so much because I don't know exactly what those are, but I bet that's probably what it is. Because it is like finding these like artifacts, right? It's like almost like you're retracing his steps, in some way.
I'm not a monkey king, I'm just a white monkey. What about the previous area that corresponds to it?
That's a bit southern.
That makes sense. There we go.
There we go. And we'll rest here, and then this will be that's where we'll call it for today. In here. Do you guys want to see what boss I'm stuck on right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's like way further into the game.
You
5 seconds. I'm gonna die right away.
Your grip.
You can customize the look of the character and everything quite a bit.
Well, you can't customize like the base look.
Well, no, but like as far as you get a lot of armor sets and stuff and very different looking things.
Rest and breathe is to embrace the essence of the earth. That's hippie shit, if I ever heard.
I mean, the hippies should kind of.
I know the hippies stole a lot from Buddhism, but yeah.
But yeah, this is the final boss of Chapter 4 that I am currently stuck on, and it's going to kill me immediately.
Okay.
I just figured I'd show you guys like the look of it.
It's not a spider lady, is it?
It is.
You're not going to be like, yeah, let me show you my new waifu.
Also, got this like totally other different armor set on here. It's all spiky, covered with dragons and stuff.
Very edgy.
Yeah, once we get to the spider lady wedding, I definitely should be there.
You see how much longer my health bar and my mana bar and my stance bar are?
The Spider Lady wedding. Are you going to be dressed up like a groom?
He's like a scorpion. He's basically he's kind of like the Scorpion King.
Oh, neat. Doesn't look anything like the Octo.
Yeah.
Doing good damage to him.
I still am using that because I like it a lot. But here's another stun move I unlock later in the game.
that button. Extra Scorpion thing, yeah. I'm noticing he might not be a Scorpion. It's more centipede.
I think his boss, the name is 100-Eyed Taoist Master.
No, the Rock is in this game. I'm glad we made the same joke. We're on the same page here. I think he's more of a centipede type thing.
He has a fun power that I haven't unlocked yet in like the main playthrough, or in the one that we were doing. But don't do it.
Oh no, it's got a one-hit kill.
Yes, pretty much.
Jesus. I guess that's why you said you were gonna die instantly.
Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to show you what he looked like and kind of that's kind of the crazy shit that I'm on in the game right now.
That looks hard. I'm not gonna lie, that was really hard.
This boss has been very difficult.
100-Eyed Taoist Master.
Yeah, he he did some stuff where he like absorbed some other monsters and like turned into that. And yeah, in the end, like I think it is like centipede, like it describes him as being
100 eyes, 100 legs, same thing.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, that's it. Thank you, After Intern, for hanging out so long.
Yeah, always a pleasure to have you.
I know we saw Sarah in the chat earlier as well, and Cal. We appreciate all you guys hanging out. Let me see if there's anybody I can raid. Send it over to.
Yeah, good to have you guys. Good to have you in here to chat with us.
Oh, Vanispheres is
See you
on.
Tuesday. Yep, that's. Well, actually, you're doing this show with Tim pretty soon, right?
Yeah, later tonight. So I will be back in like an hour and a half. I'll be back on again, and I'll do an entire other stream with Tim, where we'll be playing more of Wukong Fallen Dynasty, which is much easier than this, actually.
Really?
Yeah, that game has been kind of a cakewalk.
Interesting.
The tutorial boss was the hardest boss.
What?
Actually. And maybe it's because me and Tim are playing together. I don't know, but
it's probably. But I mean, even then, I feel like it wouldn't be that hard, even if it was by yourself. You know? Yeah.
It's not been very tricky, and maybe it's just having played all the Souls games that makes it easier. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We appreciate you. Like I said, my game of the year so far, and I can't wait to just dig in even harder. We'll see you in like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah.